What's up guys, it's me G, but welcome back to more Pikmin for reading. I think we might be able to clear all Mars logs today. I'm not sure, but it seems very close. So let's go ahead and start, or probably get ready to finish, with the Grub Chucker. This beautiful creature walks upright, so its motion is notably slow. The long reach of its picture is used for catching prey and tossing it into the wide mouth on top of its head. When young, this mouth stays closed and the grub chucker lives on things like shellfish, nuts, and fruits, using the small trophy located behind the feathers below its eyes. As it grows, its cynical mouth opens and can start eating larger quantities of food. It has a few natural enemies, primarily due to the height. However, it's often found dimmer wetlands or underground to protect the soft top of the shell and its sun's rays. Hermit Crawmad. Looking at the eyes and simple-shaped legs, characteristics of squirrels, one think this is a relative, in fact, is a relative of the hermit crab. This species, however, is migrating from the seaside life to the shell instead of having its buried in the ground. While the legs appear sickle-like, their pictures have evolved into a fine shape. The beast feeds on small creatures that pass by its lair, dragging them inside to eat them. Bug-eyed crawmad. Like its cousin, the hermit crawmad, is like its home with a bird rather than a shell. It has an adorably overdeveloped eyes, with which to detect prey to clouded water or low-visible mud. These enormous eyes can receive circular fluorescent light, as well as the ultraviolet and infrared spectrum. It is well protected from predators, allowing it to live upward of 50 years and grow a new size by repeating. Oh my, you gotta stop making up these fake words that I can't read. Crested Rumpup. Its body is covered in a hard carapace and has an extremely furious personality. It spreads its sharp fangs and jaws to catch its prey. The crested rumpup suffers of poor vision, but it uses fine hairs on the lower part of its tail and a ball-shaped sensory organ as its tip to detect faint quasi-electronic fields emanated by other organisms. In short, it has other ways to sense its predator and prey. Okay. I doubt it'll be able to see just fine, but I guess that does make sense when its eyes are literally just on the side of its face. How do creatures like that see, by the way? I don't know. Pearly Clam. Using a pearl that takes shape inside its body as bait, this creature lures prey into its interior and traps it within the shell to feed. It's also worth noting that this pearl may just be an amalgamation of outside materials wrapped in vicious gelatin exterior. On a frequent occasion, when it cannot gather food itself, this creature can also obtain nutrients or symbiotic algae when it is photosynthesis. For this reason, it can often be found with its mouth open and shoals sandy beaches that get a lot of sunshine. Okay. Bloody Toaster. This species of creature has yet to complete its evolution of boomcat boister. I'm sorry, the Bobo Boy's Toaster. To the more advanced Raging Doister. Compared to the latter, it can substantially smaller. The fact is the mandibles do not properly signify as a ranging doister is due to the fact that it's most mollusks. Its vital organs are located deep within the creature's carapace. The barbaric appendage on its back is actually a gill. It prefers the water habitat for which it captures unspeakably small prey with its sticky tendrils. Doomcat Toaster. The largest species which is the raging and toaster boister, evolved is. This bit just always gets me. I try, but oh my god. It still carries a large shell sac. The exposed head and legs are covered by a layer of tongue muscle, so it barely moves even when attacked. On the other hand, it is extremely sensitive flower-like gills that are characteristic of mollusco family. When the gills are touched, the toaster cannot breathe and must open its shell, exposing a soft body. Inhibiting this with a gentle demeanor, it simply swallows up anything that happens to enter its field of vision, kind of like a vacuum cleaner. Bog Swallow. This species prefers to inhabit cloudless, stingy water in the swamps. It spends most of its life buried in mud and hiding. Using its 6 sensor organs, it can detect minute movements in the water and vibrations nearby land, and it forces to leap out of the water and suck up prey to feed. When its materially calculates the skeleton, and somewhat primitive features, is like his round, chinless mouth. It appears to be some sort of primal creature. Water Wraith. All that is known by this creature is seen as a few sites deep in underground. All reported sites feature the same core details. A giant vicious form with a clear, hazy sheen, not like hard candy. One theory holds that it might be an extremized incarnation of kind of physical phenomenon. While it's usually the case of such theories, it is very difficult to prove. All witnessed the report was being suddenly overcome the fear upon sighting the creature, approaching a state of panic and near insanity. In fact, every report contains an inordinate amount of extremely valid details, which alleged suspicious exhaustion and fear have caused some simple natural phenomenon to be viewed as a living creature. Question: who are these people that are trying to work in these theories? That has never been explained once to me, I don't think, in the Pikmin series. Everyone always mentions how other people have tried to make these theories, but we don't know who that is. Completely unrelated to the water race, but I would like to know. Smoky Frog. This will be interesting. The Smoky Frog's body is specifically deteriorating, so collecting a living sample has proven difficult. Every species have regressed at a galactic rate. However, by examining the genes, her head is the Smoky Frog's eggs, and it has been confirmed that they are in fact Mammoth eggs. Okay, we know that. This discovery allows us to presume that Mammoth has not developed properly and has become Smoky Frogs. If hypothetically a Mammoth were to remain above the ground at night absorbing a glow sap, they might impact the nutrient levels within its egg yolk. That change would break down the bird's ability to break down its enzymes, the name. Thought. Just random theory of mine that I'm not gonna say it is true, and I'm gonna say it's completely false, but just like a random thought. I like to believe, just due to Glow Pikmin deaths or anything of the atmosphere, which of course is night expeditions right here, which might be the case of why it had to be destroyed. Well, no, that doesn't make sense. Ignore that. But the egg gets corrupted into this green, which is why the egg is just green and corrupted and cracked all around it. And it just turns to this thing. So some sort of matter from either Glow Pikmin, Glow Sap, or just terrible aging is what causes Smoky Frog to be born in some way. Again, not saying that's true. That's just completely out of the blue, and I don't. It's still just like out random. Ancient Siren Hound. If you harvest mystical stem cells from this gigantic canine creature and cultivate him with glow sap, the generous spectre will return to Ochi's leaf-like tail to normal once administrated. These results will indicate that 99.9% of the canine creature's DNA matches Ochi's, and the only difference between Ochi and Moss is the natural presence of acids on a leaf tail. If these theories were proved to be true, it will suggest that the possible. Whoops. If the theory is true, it suggests the possibility that the ancient creature is common ancestors to the two canine species from vastly remote star systems. And that perhaps that there are more hidden secrets out there that can hint and affect something an inconceivable truth the universe has yet to reveal. Or you could just say it's a dog from a different pastime, humans, and call it a day. Moss. As far as I can tell, Moss has been a leafing pup since birth, and I saw in their DNA resembles that of Pikmin. This is the only point where she differs from Ochi. When Ochi transforms into a standard space dog into a leafing pup, I started the years of Pikmin are the same capability of protecting the DNA of other organisms. The phenomenon in which all of those castaways, including myself, became leaflings is very likely caused by being absorbed into the onion. Parts of will also become some sort of pigmentation in the body. Pigmentified organisms can't lead this plant, so the Pikmin may have been motivated to carry out the process in an effort to search for a permanent leader. Of course, this is all theory. Here's also a thought. Pikmin 1, you mentioned how the air is toxic, which that air is oxygen. So maybe creatures like you just can't handle it. Just a thought, you know. Like, just a thought. Like, you breathe up too much of this gas and then you just turn to that. Just a thought, Omar. Red Pikmin. Pikmin are the part of the operative class, which consists of creatures that exhibit both plant and animal characteristics. Pikmin will extensively follow whoever plucks it from the ground, so it's quite common for them to form symbiotic relationships with another species except the leader of different species, as it serves as the goal of propagating their own species as a whole. Red Pikmin is the most common Pikmin species. They are identified by the nose-like protuberance on its head, like a highly aggressive behavior. which actually that's a spine/spike on his face. It also has a few surprising and unique qualities, for example. It's immune to extreme heat and fire, despite the fact that it's a living organism. This can be explained by looking closely at the skin and muscle fibers, which are made of flame-resistant cellulose. Glow Pikmin. It's generally believed that the Pikmin in the body was originally a root of the plant that has evolved over centuries, if not millennia, developed structures. Analogous to muscles, neural networks similar to those of the brain, and more. However, Glow Pikmin possess a perfect resistance to electricity, a force which actually poses extreme danger to other organisms. Oddly enough, this species of Pikmin actually seems to enjoy electricity. Bars can bloom when they're exposed to electrical current. This fact would lead to believe that the natural transforming methods are quite different from our own. This species often uses their ear-like landing on its head and soar to great heights and dig holes, which don't really make any sense, but okay. Blue Pikmin. The accepted theory is that Pikmin evolved to eat vegetables, and so will be unable to breathe underwater, and so seriously drown. The blue Pikmin possess a gill resembling a mouth on their head, which resembles them to be active underwater. See, you're throwing me off. Why don't you just say his face? Why are you saying his head? You make it seem like that. Okay. Well, on land, the leaf and flower and other picture species and they breathe due to stowing on the skin, indicating they must be naturally amphibious. Pigmented proteins in the surface of the body essentially perform the same photosynthetic process as cyanobacteria, for example, which is what gives this striking color. Not Pikmin. This species is definitely a member of the Pikmin genus, but its body does not share any parent-like traits that the Pikmin are known for. Instead, it's composed of primarily a stone. The stone is actually a chosen home for a parasite subject Pikmin species nicknamed Pikmin. Similar to how a seed can sprout and push through cracks in a rock. Real Pikmin's roots are stretched deep into the stone, storing its vital organs in the interior cavity that resembles a crystal geode. Because the species displays characteristics common in parasitisms, one could hypothesize that the rock onion and rock hippopotamus stockpile stone that will eventually host the rock Pikmin. The wing Pikmin, first off. The wings of this this flying Pikmin species closely resembles the wings you can find on a flying creature. It's closer to an ancient winged onion somehow absorbed the flying creature's DNA, which then resulted in precursor to the winged Pikmin transformation into the species we recognize today. If this theory is correct, then the ice will also serve the role of a messenger, transmitting new traits and characteristics into the Pikmin. That's interesting. Okay. Ice Pikmin. Pikmin supposedly evolved from plants, but the Pikmin are also species with bodies made of ice. No one's ice Pikmin. How is this possible? The answer to this question lies in the fact that ice Pikmin are parasitic by nature, and the ice serves as their host. The composition of this type of ice is predictably mostly water, but several saline solution that we think and concentrates of trace sodium ions, potassium ions, and carbon ions that function as neurotransmitters. Interestingly, the ice exhibits no visual signs of melting and dripping when exposed to sunlight. This is due to the low temperature core, which is constantly creates more ice in order to maintain a constant size. White Pikmin. White Pikmin are born through the color-changing process of white chemical buds, which only grow underground. The poison within its body type is of different acquidia similar to a toxic often found on certain plant roots. If indigested, it can lead to voluntary respiratory distress and complete organ failure, ultimately resulting in death due to cardiac arrest. Though strong, this poison also has medicinal uses, sometimes going by the name of octanite. The Pikmin are omnivorous and evolved from plants, but it seems some species retain more of their plant-based evolutionary heritage than others. Orbital Pikmin, neat. Slightly larger in size, Orbital Pikmin can weigh up to 10 times as much as other Pikmin species, and when thrown on the ground, the neighboring creatures gravitate away that can actually warp space-time. Astonishing. That's cap and BS. I don't believe that. The density of their muscle fibers is also much higher than the other Pikmin, allowing them to transport 10 times as much weight as their average size counterparts. This purple color is delivered for strong polar exuberance. Like white Pikmin, they are born from underground cane pod buds, and no radio ions have been discovered so far. That's a lie. But I think somewhere underground, deep among the rocks in the past, the purple onion is waiting to be discovered. Omar, look at our onion. Omar, have you paid attention to what I've been doing? But I have one. Okay, sure. Onion. Subject to lies a doormat, much like a bulb, but to dig up in the ground and provide with a right stimulus, for example. Go high shake and it will activate sprouting 3 root-like legs. It serves a role similar to the nest or incubator of Pikmin, preserving pellets of the bodies and dead creatures for a nutritional value and propagating Pikmin the same color as itself. Ions also seem readily attempted to replicate certain characters of the matter they absorb by combining with or resembling other ions, sometimes for the same type. It is really confirmed that just like a Pikmin, an onion has muscle fibers in its body. It is unable to walk. It is capable of a small range of motion. However, one breaks down the biochematic as absorbs a fuel similar to the biodenol is created. The onion spray diffuses out of the mouths on its underbellies and able to fly using their fly-like propellers for stabilization. Also, they seem to not bring this up again, but the onion's legs actually have hair on them. This is mentioned in Pikmin 1 from Olimar, and that's basically how the Pikmin are able to climb up into the onion because of the little small hair on it. Flowerlick. While this is sprout or create Pikmin, this specimen is a type of onion. A bulb-like this one can be divided into 7 segments. It's highly nutrient dense and contains strong energy and energetic effects. The compound responsible for its characteristic smell resembles onion growth hormones. Excuse me. When absorbed by an onion, it fulfills a critical role in perfect pigment proliferation by increasing the total number of pigments that can be withdrawn from the onion at any given time. Just like onions, it contains most of fibers, but the fiber has no minuscule qualities to speak. However, if you place it near an onion, it makes a move of it, as though it's trying to roll over so it can be absorbed. I really want to know what the onions are. Like, are they sentient or not? Make up the mind. God. Candy pod bud. What looks like an interior flower is actually an external leaf that develops into an organ. This organ releases a sweet scent from a central pistil, wearing small insects to its exterior and trapping them. The DNA of those captured organisms is directly absorbed by the plant cells, which might indicate that the species is attempting to evolve at a sound speed, but in most cases, the cells instantly self-destruct during the bulb releases Pikmin seeds the same color, and the plant withers. Muscle fibers extremely similar to those of onion were also found in the species, so one could hypothesize that the candy pod bud is under or undeveloped onion. However, there aren't enough details to confirm this theory either way. I mean, in some way, I guess, they do eat the Pikmin to create this. They do eat the Pikmin or any creatures, like as you say, Omar, but that can't be proven. They do eat the Pikmin to even change them into the sprout colors, which is why they make the little crying sound before they get in. Pellet posy. In this demo of pellet posy, one can observe the muscle fiber unique to the half-plant, half-animal species, such as the Pikmin came by bud-flowers. So the pellet posy is a species that can be considered a close relative. Although the ability to crystallize nectar is unique to small group of the pellet weed family, the fact that these plants are reached maturity so quick, and their pellets contain such a high concentration of the natural nutrients in the soil explains why Pikmin and so many of the other native species are so reliant on those pellets for subsistence. Also, we know that Pikmin can't go extinct, which is interesting. But no matter what you do, even if they ran out of pellets, Pikmin cannot go extinct. The onion will always pick one more. Bourgeonian spiderwort. Like a pellet posy, while nectar is its primary source of nutrients, the Bourgeonian spiderwort produces fruit with high muscle spicy spray compound. Both the plant and the pellet posy are part of the pellet weed family. The spiderwort does not crystallize nectar because of the different fungi that parasite its roots. Instead, it produces alkaloids that contain the extra-white compounds. The alkaloids are extracted and completely by the way the plant's fruit. Whether or not the plant produces super spicy or spicy super sweet compounds since depending on the type of fungus when it interacts. Glow Pikmin. Now, I get to call Glow Pikmin. They're not really glowing right now. A little bit of false advertising if you ask me. Although they've been named Glow Pikmin, it's not entirely clear whether it is not this species is actually a type of Pikmin. These creatures possess the same fundamental behaviors of Pikmin, like carrying things, propagating, and fighting. They also share the special characteristics such as the leaves on top of the head. Yet they do not spawn from an ion, but aluminum. They are only active at night or on the ground. During the day, they are referred to see as an enter a resting state. What's the worst part is that they exhibit no sense of life. When the Glow Pikmin dies, or that word can even be used, it does not expire at a typical sense. Instead, just put a foreign light or pass a phantom that returns to the Gloom. Put aside my scientist hat for a moment. It seems that this must be a creature entity that not be living organism that all of us sort of similar matter, a spirit with some sense. Huh! Gee, Omar! I wonder what other creature sounds like that! Isn't that strange? Wouldn't it be crazy if another creature did that? Some spiritual force? Oh, wait, he's dead. Well, okay, that's fine. We wanted him to do that. Dama, I'm not done. Give me the frick back. Let me see it again, Dama. I'm not finished. But gee, Omar, that's very strange. Why would you say that? Uno. Besides the fact that they serve as an incubus as a nest for Glow Pikmin, we know very little about Luno's ecology. When nocturnal creatures die, Luno can break them into the glow pellets due to strong distance enzymes. This matter when it comes to becomes glow sap. One might assume glow sap is an extremely dangerous substance, but there's hardly any negative effects. In fact, I've had emergency personally occurred in this medicine to break down growing leaves. Lunos will only appear in places where the onion is located earlier in the day. And since they propagate Glow Pikmin, one could suppose that the rhizomes from those onions, perhaps using the dissolving powers, they return the nectar that supports the ecosystem back to the soil. Huh. Interesting. Oh my gosh. Okay. So, lesson learned, and to break down a simple summary, Glow Pikmin are weird, and don't let them die. Gotcha. And we're done. Great, I'm done. I'm finally done with the stupidest man's. Holy crap. We completed all Mark's logs. Okay, we're good. Well, now that we've done that. Oh god. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. This is gonna go bad. Oh god. What do you have in store for me? Oh well. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. We finally got another chapter done in People Peter reading. I hate this man. I hate his words that he makes up that make me hard to read because I don't understand them. I've never heard them in my life. And yeah, that's about it. I'll say Omar. Omar, you got any other last words? Oh no. That's great. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. And next time, we're gonna lose a lot of victories. Let's see what we got working out for today. Yay. Alright, bye everybody.